Hello, welcome to my stream. I am Rexus Prime, and yeah, just let's just get started. Yep, where's the game screen? Here it is. Oh, I forgot to transition. Alright, whatever. So here's the music. Now we can stream. Exactly, you're also streaming with me. Return to game. Alright, so last stream we rummaged in this office's garbage and found...
The shredder had died. Annette must have overworked it.
Let me check the audio. Alright, I can hear myself. That's great. And now he's talking while I'm talking.
Annette must have overworked it.
Yeah, it seems fine. Alright. Let me pin this message. Because I'm such a great guy. Yeah. And now we just stream. And what did we find in the shredder? I don't remember.
Oil had dripped from the scooter onto the floor.
The
letter mentioned a guy called Medovsky as the owner of Vera Security.
I guess that's all we found. And here's my little cockroach pet. His name is Peter.
I could hear the little fella scuttling around in there.
And we can feed him.
I fed Trevor a
Trevor! His name is Trevor. So sorry.
It was a pizza delivery scooter.
Bit quiet for me. Hope this is better for myself.
It was a pizza delivery scooter.
Alright, I think I was supposed to get something out of this air vent.
Through the grill, I could see something glinting, but it was too dark to tell what it was. The air vent had a tiny catch on the side.
A catch? So we're not talking about like a screw that I can screw with something.
Sadly, they were designed to cut, not lever.
Right, he said lever last time. So what can you lever things with? Paperclip?
The paperclip was perfect for the job.
Why?
There was definitely something in there.
Alright, pick it up.
Now, what are you...
A gun? Oh,
Gotcha.
actually a gun.
Well, would you believe it? It was a gun. And very likely the one that had been used to shoot Henri.
And now we're putting all our fingerprints on it.
Aha! So,
Oh
what
no.
have we here? L'Américain, Monsieur Stobart. You will rue the day you crossed my path, because now you are caught in my net like a little red
The audio is a
herring.
bit loud.
Inspector, I'm investigating the robbery.
No, monsieur. You are breaking and entering an innocent storeroom.
I found the murder weapon.
Found? No. Planted? Yes. Mou, arrest this man and take him to the station. I shall squeeze you, Monsieur Stobart, until your pips squeak.
Wow, for some reason that looked very menacing when Moo walked towards me.
Thanks, Ronnie. I just wish I'd got some better shots of the killer.
Are you kidding? That stuff from the hip, very dramatic. You did good, Nico.
So, what's next?
Get me an interview with the owner, and you've got Sunday's front page.
I'm on it already.
Keep me up to speed. Let me know before you write anything up, okay?
Of course. Oh, gotta go. Someone at the door.
I thought that was my door.
Monsieur?
Are you Nicole Collard?
Yes?
No.
Can I help you?
I'm
I
just
need to
hanging
sit
out in
down.
her room.
You'd better come in.
That looks like a picture of Mary Jane from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. Pretty sure. Looks like her, right? Alright, so I did not get kidnapped. That's great. What do we have?
The gum was well chewed and still sticky.
Can I explore my room?
It was full of paperwork.
The chest? Alright.
I loved that camera.
And why is it on a tripod, like looking out this way? Alright.
The bin was full. It was my computer.
Grab a glass of wine.
Would you like a glass of wine?
Well,
Yes, those stairs are a nightmare.
I hope we'll have outfit changes like a few other games. I forgot which.
That's better.
So, what can I do for you, monsieur?
My name is Tiago Marquez. I saw your report on the robbery. I found your address. I came straight away. I needed to see you.
And why is that?
The stolen painting, La Malédiction. It belongs to me.
Ronnie had wanted me to interview the owner, and now here he was. Or rather, he was somebody who claimed to be the owner.
Gonna show
I
him
had
the
no
chewing.
reason to show Marquez my press card. He already knew who I was.
Okay, can't you offer him chewing gum in these trying times?
Tell me about yourself.
I am Tiago Marquez, the rightful owner of La Malédiction.
And by rightful,
What
do you
else
mean,
is there to tell?
is that your opinion or actually the
So the
owner?
stolen painting is yours. Tell me more.
La Malédiction belonged to my family in Catalonia in the 30s, before the Civil War.
So what was it doing here in Paris?
The fascists stole it in 1938. They killed my father, but not me. I escaped.
Ah, he was
I
that
have
little
been
boy.
looking for it ever since.
Alright,
You
so
have to help me find it.
he doesn't literally own the painting. He's just the rightful owner of the painting.
Did you lose all your family in the Civil War?
When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
I'm sorry.
Now
I
the-
would have stayed and fought for freedom, but I was just a boy.
I hope the audio is fine.
You
game
traveled
audio.
all the way from Catalonia?
No, since the war, I've lived in France, in the southwest. And now I want the painting back.
Why only now?
You've got my attention, but if I'm to help you, I need more to go on.
I have something. This old photograph. It is of me and my family.
Is that a
See
tie?
the painting
well.
above the fireplace?
Yes, it's La Malédiction. The photograph suddenly appeared to link the old man to the painting.
Alright, but is that really him? Or is it still the picture? I mean, he doesn't look
You
like a little
took
boy
the
anymore.
Photographs at that robbery, huh?
I did, yes.
Anyway, is
I
this a
need to
tie?
see them,
Over here?
Why?
Can you see my mouse?
please. I
Mice.
must see them.
All right. Here they are.
Alright. Got an achievement, I think. Didn't really pay attention to the top right of my screen.
This one was rejected. Georges got in the way. Typical.
Who is this George?
Just a friend. He insured the painting.
So, he will know who is this liar who claims to own my painting.
I don't think he does. He would have told me.
Doesn't even know what he's insuring.
This shot didn't come out too well.
It's perfect.
Perfect?
Finally, La Malediction in all its splendor. The lines, the color, the detail. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Then take it. That shot is no good to me.
Really? Thank you, mademoiselle.
Oh, there's a tattoo there. So I guess this is gonna be like the final picture I should investigate.
This is the best shot I took. They used it in the paper.
Yes, it is how I recognize La Malediction, my painting.
It does look like the one in your photograph.
So close, but now it is lost again.
Here's the thief making off with the painting.
And there's
What
a
is
tattoo.
that tattoo on his arm?
Looks like a skull and crossbones. Headhunters,
You will find him, and then you will find my painting.
I can try, monsieur.
You must, mademoiselle.
Why didn't he wear ink trail? Spot the murderer's tattoo. Why didn't the guy with the tattoo cover up his tattoo before the robbery? Like, come on. Wear like a shirt or something. Long sleeved shirt.
Marquez's story was very interesting, but I needed to corroborate it. I wondered if the gallery kept ownership records. And while I didn't wholly trust him, this was the one lead that I didn't want to lose. Where are you staying?
What? Nowhere. Here, perhaps.
In my
I didn't
house?
want him to stay in my apartment. There was
Apartment.
another solution. My neighbor is
Send it
out
to
of town
George.
for a few days. You could stay there.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Great, let's go.
Are you just gonna like let him in, or do we have the consent of your neighbors?
Adam said that he would leave the spare key under the mat.
Oh, I'm playing again.
My neighbor had left a key for me under the doormat. Which reminded me I hadn't watered his plants for a week.
Hmm.
The key wasn't there.
Dun dun dun.
The gap was wide, but not wide enough for my fingers. There was a large gap between the floorboards. Marquez wasn't exactly patient.
What can I look
My
at?
door. One day I was going to paint it. It was the fire escape. My neighbor had gone to a coin convention somewhere. His apartment was empty.
Alright, but don't like just let someone in. Oh, we have sticky gum on it, so the key is probably between the floorboards.
Using the sticky chewing gum, I was able to fish out the key.
See, these puzzles, like, I can figure them out. Unlike the fourth game, where all the solutions were just some random combination of actions. Sorry, I'm still salty about that game.
This will do.
Glad it's up to standard. I have to go out, monsieur. Ronnie had promised me the front page if I got an interview with the painting's owner. And here was a crazy Spaniard claiming to be just that. I needed to
The
find
news are
out
gonna
who
eat
had
it
put the
up.
painting up for sale. Maybe there was more to find at the gallery.
And a comfortable metro ride later.
Len was sitting outside the cafe. He looked dazed.
Right, he's the guy who owns the painting in a more literal sense.
Hello, Monsieur Len.
Ah, the delectable Nicole Collard, super sleuth. How may I be of service?
But Super Sleuth?
I was hoping I'd find you here.
Always available for a lovely lady such as yourself.
Show him my business
Did I
card.
show you my press card?
The sticky one. Maybe you should order a replacement.
I'm writing a follow-up piece on the gallery theft.
Ah, so you need an inside view. Authoritative.
Something like that.
The police have finished in the gallery. We could chat in the office. It's much more comfortable. More intimate.
How about we just chat
I might
here?
even be able to rustle up a little bottle of champagne.
Maybe later. I have some things to do first.
Maybe next time, then.
Henri's death. It must be so very hard for you.
Yes, I shall miss him deeply. We had such a very special relationship. The loss is so hard to endure, even for a man of such inner strength as myself.
What do you know about the owner of La Malediccio?
That was Henri's business. He found the painting and
Wait,
did
so
the deal with the owner.
Who was this guy then?
Would anybody else know anything
Is
about
it
the owner?
Owner of the gallery?
Not likely. He kept especially quiet about that one. But he always kept a manifest for every exhibition.
You mentioned a manifest. How would one get a look at that?
One might start in the office. That's where Henri kept most of his paperwork.
About the gallery.
Of course, my dear. We can go there now, if you would like.
Am I gonna get sexually harassed?
That sounds great.
We can discuss my ordeal over a glass of champagne.
A cozy chat
Sounds
with ladies
lovely.
was the last thing I wanted. But it was my best hope if I wanted to get a look around the office. So, what are we waiting for?
We're just gonna walk in to the police tape.
After you, my dear.
Oh wow, what a gentleman.
The place was heaving with junk. Finding what I wanted wouldn't be easy. As Lane sat down, something stuck out from beneath the cushion.
Oh
It
really?
looked like a folder. Whatever it was, the police had missed it. I needed to get it.
Come, join me on the couch. I'm ready for you. You will be gentle with me, won't you?
Oh, I'm never gentle, Monsieur Lane.
Oh. Oh. Do call me Hector.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old phone. The lamp was still on. It looked tacky.
I don't know why the way she said tacky was funny.
Henri's
To me.
notice board was covered in mementos.
Or for me. Funny for me,
I
funny
didn't see
to me.
anything that
to
might
me.
tell me the name of La Malediccio's owner. I'd always
Come back over here, my dear.
Let me look at the bus
With what I
instead.
earned, I'd never own one of those. The calendar was marked with the date of the exhibition. It was a poster for a Stockholm music festival. The headline was a group called the Hairy Lobsters.
Yeah, it's the 70s.
There was nothing special about the clock.
Come on back.
Maybe later.
The gallery looked empty. It was an old CCTV system. Henri had framed some pressed flowers. He had truly terrible taste. I guessed it was Henri's guitar. It had to be for show.
Look, the voice actors. Why can't I speak
It
today?
was a decorative pipe.
Sorry, what?
It was a decorative pipe.
I don't think that's decorative, but sure.
There was nothing in Henri's pile of junk that looked anything like a manifest.
I was gonna say the voice actors spent a lot of time recording their
Couldn't
lines,
touch the desk while Lane was there.
so I think it's
Come, sit down.
Not to my taste.
only respectful to
I
You know.
thought Georges might like that one.
listen to all the lines.
At least Henri had the sense to keep his statue to himself.
Wait, is that a statue of
Henri
Henri?
had a statue of
Oh,
himself in the style of a Roman emperor. It was narcissistic and slightly disturbing.
I didn't realize that last time.
Make yourself comfortable.
Let
chérie.
me finish thinking.
The sofa had seen better days. Lane had slumped deep into the sofa.
Alright. Let's sit down. How nice to sit here alone and
Lane hadn't
chat.
noticed the folder. With that amount of
Where?
padding,
Oh, over
who
there.
would? The only way to get hold of it was to distract him.
Right? Distract him by hitting him with the glass bottle. What happens if I just try to... What happens if I just try to pick it up?
If I tried to reach
Alright,
across,
nothing.
I'd touch Lane's leg. Ooh.
Right.
It was a plain folder. There was a label on the front, but I couldn't quite make it out.
Guess I have to talk to him.
Monsieur Lane?
Hector, please.
Wanna see my press card again?
Did I show you my press card?
The sticky one.
Alright, he's already said it.
So you really don't know who owns this up?
I'm
Sir?
sorry, my dear, I really don't.
Is there anything you can tell me about the painting?
It was an absolute treat to come across it. A true undiscovered gem.
There's no denying it is a fantastic painting. What can you tell me about the religious significance?
Of course, there is a deep religious symbolism locked within the painting, too. Central to this must be the pantheon of saints.
I see Henri had a statue of himself.
Yes,
Sorry.
for a man of high aspiration, he had alarmingly low taste. Nevertheless, I shall miss him. We were like family.
What will happen to this place now?
Henri's widow will decide, poor soul. She may find it in her heart to keep me around.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
I find it interesting how they've decided to animate the mouths as if this was a drawing. So rather than 3D, they are animating it as if this was like the first two games that were 2D.
Oh, Hector. Perhaps I will join you in that glass of champagne.
But of course, champagne, nature's balm in troubled times.
Alright. I guess we have to drink.
It was a glass of cheap champagne.
Champagne.
It was a glass of cheap champagne.
Champagne. Right? Wait. Are we drinking?
Champagne in a cheap glass.
So both are cheap. We give it to him.
To new friends.
To love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, mon Dieu, that is so cold!
Oops, silly me. I am so sorry.
I'll have to dry this off. Don't you worry, my dear.
oh, don't worry. Take your time.
In the folder was a list of all the paintings in the exhibition. La Malediccio had to be there. It was. And next to it was the owner's name, Mr. Medovsky. The police had obviously not spotted the folder. I put it back. I had what I needed for my
Yeah, so this
story.
is insurance fraud.
Monsieur Lane, thanks for everything. But I think I hear my editor calling.
Ma chérie, no need to leave so soon. It's only a little spillage.
I mean, he's American. Why does he keep saying French terms?
And
French
I found out
phrases.
who claims to own La Malediccio. Some guy named Medovsky.
Dun
Sounds
dun
Russian, right?
dun.
Medovsky, my God.
Who is he?
Wait, how is
Still on
George
the old
talking?
dark block. Fresh into London from Russia.
Oh, that's not the.
Ambition and a bloody reputation.
That's not George.
All art, this is way over your head. I'm gonna put a more experienced crime journalist on the story. I can't afford for you to get hurt.
Relax, Ronnie. This is my story. Leave it with me. Let's discuss it over lunch tomorrow.
Okay. But don't do anything more. See you tomorrow.
Bye bye. Alright.
Ronnie didn't trust me on this story, but I wasn't going to let him give it to someone else. I was going to have to move fast. Come
More
in.
knocking. Oh, how did I get out?
Hi, Georges.
Or he
Great
get
to
out?
see you.
Who am I right now?
How did it go over at Vera?
Hope you don't mind me just dropping in.
No, not at all.
Pretty good. I found the gun that was used in the robbery.
I'm impressed.
Yeah? Well, Nave wasn't. He accused me of trying to plant it, and then of being involved in Henri's death. Then he threw me into a cell. He couldn't make a stick, of course, so he had to let me go this morning. But he's convinced
Oh, it's been a
I'm
day.
involved.
Alright.
So if I put a foot wrong, he'll nail me next time. But, hey, on the bright side, have I got a story for you?
I forgot. George was. It was night
Annette,
when he
the
was.
manager at
Yeah.
Vera Security, lied about the owner of the company. When I pieced together that shredded letter, I got a name. Medovsky.
Dun dun dun.
Medovsky. That's the same guy who claims to own La Malediccio.
What? He owns the painting and Vera Security? He has to be the one behind this whole scam.
You're telling
Why?
me.
Why did they kill?
We have to be sure.
Unless they want to have more money for themselves, so they don't have to split with the owner.
What the?
With the gallery guy, Henri, since he is behind the inside. Oh, no,
I
it's-
cannot sleep
you.
on that bed. It is too soft.
he was not involved. I
Josh,
think.
this is Senor Marquez.
Nice to meet you.
So you are this George, huh?
Is George gonna be?
Senor Marquez is staying in the apartment
Jealous of
across the hall. Apparently, he's the real owner of La Malediccio.
What? I thought you said Medovsky was the owner.
Senor Marquez claims the painting was stolen from his family during the Spanish Civil War.
Really? Do you have any proof?
Senor Marquez, could you show him the photograph?
I don't need to see it again. Oh, we can investigate it now. Oh, we can look at the statues.
Who is this?
My father. When they came for us in 38, I fled with my mother. But my father was not so lucky.
Who's this?
My mother, a good woman, a saint.
How can we prove this is you as a child?
Why am I so
The
tired?
dates would tie up, Georges.
What did she say?
You're certain this is you?
Senor, I do not lie.
The old man claimed to be the child in the photo, but without proof, it was impossible to say for sure. So your mother also died in the raid?
No, she got me out.
It was Marquez's mother. You lost your father?
Yes, he died when the fascists attacked our villa.
38. They were fascists in the Spanish Civil War.
Marquez's
Oh,
father
no, he
wore a
means-
distinctive medallion around his neck.
I'm guessing they escaped the house without the paint. No, they brought the painting with them. But I guess during the Second World War, that's when he lost the painting. Yeah.
That's definitely La Malediccio hanging on the wall.
It belonged to my family, so it belongs to me.
If the painting really was stolen during the 1930s, then this Medovsky guy has no legitimate claim to it. But how can I be sure that you're the boy in that picture?
I can prove it. Look at my father in the photograph. You see the medallion he's wearing? He gave it to me just before he died.
Wait, I
This
wanna look at the
medallion has
statues.
been in our family for hundreds of years.
A pair of statues stood on plinths on the mantelpiece. Well, if this is true, we won't make an insurance payout. The painting can't have two owners.
Si, senor. But the money is not my
That's all we think
concern.
about. Shaking my head. Lawyers. They just want to get out of having to pay insurance. Oh no, that's topical.
Definitely the
let's
same
move.
medallion. A snake eating its own tail. That's also on the painting.
It is the Ouroboros.
The what?
The Ouroboros. It is a sign of my people, my family, my faith. The Gnostics. My father was a Gnostic leader.
I
La
recognize that word.
Malediccio is sacred to the Gnostics. Hence they both display the Ouroboros.
A priest I met said the painting was the devil's work, a thing of evil.
Ha! He would say that. Do not believe all you hear from the church. Whatever
What?
you think, the painting is mine.
Sorry,
If Marquez
I'm not
was
gonna
the
make
true owner of
jokes about religion
Malediccio,
yet.
then Medovsky had no legal claim to it. Might be tough to prove, but if I could, we wouldn't have to pay out on the insurance. So, if the painting belongs to you, how did Medovsky get it?
I love that. That's all he
The
thinks
fascists stole
about.
it. It went to Madrid, then Berlin, then, after the war, to Moscow.
Okay.
After that, it was lost. Until now.
We need to talk to this Medovsky, but how do we find him?
I don't know how legal it is that, someone acquired a lost item without them knowing it was lost, and then the original owner coming up and being like, it's actually mine, give it back. Since I assume Medovsky had nothing to do with stealing the painting. He probably bought it when it came to either Moscow or he bought it in Berlin. Berlin. Can I look at things?
It looked like Nico kept her most secret possessions close to her chest.
Chest. Yeah, okay. Can I look at more things?
Nico had finally upgraded her computer.
Right, it was like a square box last time.
Nico's trash can was full of paper. No surprise there.
Trash can containing trash? No way. Yeah, we already looked at it.
So the Ouroboros was important to
Right.
the Gnostics?
It depicts the eternal unity of all things.
Can I?
Balance.
The painting and the medallion had the same Gnostic symbol, the Ouroboros.
Just gonna real quick look at this, and then I'm gonna keep doing my thing here. From ancient Greek, the word Gnostics come from.
It was a cheap bottle of wine.
Trying to play a
Nico?
game and research.
Yes, Josh?
Oh, a lot of.
Here's the proof that Henri was involved in the robbery.
Interesting. But it doesn't help us find the killer.
Oh, right, yeah, so Henri didn't listen to our law firm's advice, and so he got this sketchy law firm, security thingy, which then, so he was in on the robbery, and I assume he was killed so that he wouldn't have to get his share of the insurance claim fraud money. Right, I think Gnostic, no, Gnosticism is like it's like a collection, a collection of religious ideas from different non-Christian religions. Emphasized personal spiritual knowledge, traditions, authority, cosmology, blah, 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 blah. All right. Yeah, but basically whatever pagans are. Whatever the Christians would call a pagan, that's Gnosticism.
This paperclip
Gnosticism.
is bound to come in useful. I just know it.
Well, you've surprised me before, George. I'd keep it.
Oh, we can show our pet, Trevor.
Hey, Nico, have I introduced you to Trevor?
Oh, get that horrible thing away.
I'm
Why are
pretty
they all so
surprised
mean?
this cookie is held up so well in my pocket.
Gotta work on the small talk, George.
What do you think of this, Nico?
I don't know. Do you think it might be useful?
Probably will be useful in the most random way.
What do you think of this, Nico?
I think you have an insatiable habit for collecting things, George.
She's right.
What do you think of this, Nico?
I think you have an
Oh.
insatiable habit for collecting things, George.
I wonder, is that repeating dialogue because I showed her too much? Or would these two specifically had given the same response?
Why would anybody want to wear this stuff?
Who knows? Just keep it away from me.
What was that sound I just made?
So let's go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Not a lot to go on.
That's quite a lot to go on. Go off on?
What do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich. He claims to be the owner of La Malediccio.
And appears to be the boss of Vera's security who were supposed to protect it. Now that kind of figures. The best way to steal something is to get hired to look after it. But why
Yeah.
steal a painting you already own?
We need to
Insurance
talk to
fraud.
this guy.
Why is the
To
lawyer?
do that, we need to find him.
Why is the insurance lawyer not piecing this together?
You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
He's gonna steal his own painting and then get money for it.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
I've been kind of busy.
Okay, let's have a look.
And then he could perhaps
Waterloo Station,
Eat a
Battle of Waterloo,
sell the-
Waterloo Kebabs, Waterloo Sunset. Ah, here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London. I'll send the number to your phone.
Alright, so we're going to London. London. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, and then he's either gonna sell the painting, getting even more money, or he's gonna pretend like he bought it off a black market or something. Can we keep talking?
Nico,
Nico,
Yes?
I wasn't finished talking to you.
so Waterloo Motors is a garage in London. That's a surprise.
Why?
Yes, I sent you their phone number.
She sounds annoyed.
Why would somebody steal their own painting?
Isn't it
Insurance
obvious?
scam?
Yeah.
But then why kill Henri?
To not
I
have
get
to
the
give him.
impression that Henri was somehow involved.
Henri was killed so that he doesn't have to get a
I
cut.
found the gun that Henri was shot with at Vera's security.
If Madosky owns Vera Security, it means that he must know the killer.
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in some way.
Alright. What happens if I show
What do you
this
think
again?
of this, Nico?
I think you have an ins-
And if I show this?
What do you think of this?
I think you have an ins-
Alright, so she is repeating
You
now.
hungry, Nico?
No thanks, Charles.
Oh, this was not. new
Are
dialogue.
you sure you don't want to hold Trevor?
George, I don't want to be in the same room as Trevor.
Well, lucky you, he's in his own room.
What do you think of this?
Yeah.
We need to find out who this Medovsky character is.
We will, but I think we've got all we can from Vera's security.
How sad that I can't see the unique dialogue for these two
What do
items.
you think of this, Nick?
I don't...
Nico had already made her opinion of the Brett pretty clear.
Alright. Should we talk to Marquez?
Senor Marquez.
Yes, George?
I found some evidence that ties Henri to the dodgy security company.
That doesn't surprise me. It sounds as though the whole thing was set up.
I thought I clicked.
I found this paperclip. It's gotta be useful for something.
I imagine if you have any paper you need clipped.
Yeah. Alright, let's skip over these two first. Just to
I
make
don't
sure.
suppose you have any use for a match.
Why would I?
I found this completion note for the security work done at the gallery. They went against my recommendations.
And now my painting has been stolen.
Do you need to borrow my nail clippers?
Well, they're not really
I
yours.
prefer to bite my nails, monsieur.
What do you think of this?
I would not use it to clean my shoes, monsieur.
Well, to be honest, neither would I. You want a cookie, Senor Marquez?
No, it has been in your pocket.
Yeah, and?
It's falling to pieces.
Yeah, and it's still a perfectly fine cookie.
Hey, Senor Marquez. Meet Trevor.
He is a cockroach in a box.
He's my new pet. I'm getting rather attached to him.
George has some of the weirdest attachments.
So, La Malediccio belongs to your family.
It did. Once it was stolen, I did not believe I would ever see it again.
You must have been excited to see the painting again.
It was a miracle.
Alright.
You mentioned the Gnostics. What can you tell me about them?
It is not important. A religious sect, that is all. My family were Gnostic. They were a peaceful, good people.
Alright. Let's look at the phone. No, first let's feed Trevor.
I fed Trevor a crumb. He loved that biscuit.
Alright, now we can check the phone. I guess let's call Vera first.
Vera Security had disconnected their
Oh,
phone.
okay. Let's call my boss. He is my boss, I think. Or is he just a partner?
Mr. Rickenbacker, I've got some new information.
What now, Stobart?
I've got some interesting news to tell you.
Out with it.
I found a shredded letter that seems to implicate Henri and some guy named Medovsky.
Well, that's one piece of good news.
I met a guy called Marquez who claims to be the original owner of the painting.
So, I could claim to own it too.
This guy has a photo of it from his childhood. He's also got a story about how it was stolen from him during the Spanish Civil War.
If that's the case, then the insurance would be invalidated.
That's what I thought.
So dig a little deeper into that story.
It would have been stupid to phone Nico while she
Come
was
on.
sitting opposite me.
That would have been funny. Alright, whatever. Let's call Waterloo Motors.
Waterloo Motors,
Hi,
how can I help you?
Hi.
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
What happens if I just
The
press this?
killer had a tattoo on his arm. It said Headhunters. He was also wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors written on it.
Oh,
He
Terrific. Do
remembered?
you know his name?
Nah. He brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Word to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if it's any help.
Car?
That's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Bingo!
Good work. That has to be the guy.
What?
And now we've got his address.
But he didn't say
How about a
anything.
trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
The bed is uncomfortable.
Okay. Sleep on the
but it
floor
will
then.
do. Come back quickly with the painting, eh?
London cabbies. Gotta love them.
This is the place. Here on the right.
Welcome back,
To
guy.
afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something. So,
So-
we clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two
Wait.
insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Madovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
Fenoodle?
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
Why is it talking so
Josh,
strangely?
How could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect we're gonna need major league fanoodling to get in this one.
You got it.
Oh, anyway. So yeah. So you're implying that they recognize him because he has his car. Yeah, that'll be the car. Oh, okay. Because I asked what car, and he was talking about the Mercedes. I need to do a quick test. All right, it shows up on the screen. Good. No, don't talk. Don't talk. No, don't. Whew, all right, fine, good. I want to look at things first.
It was
Sorry.
topiary in progress. He had the typical features of an Englishman who likes beer and football. Josh looked ready to fanoodle.
A noodle.
The gate lock was controlled remotely. It was the intercom system for Madovsky's house. The bush was perfectly shaped. It was a bush, but was it art?
Alright. I think we've looked at everything.
It's locked.
But let me talk to George.
Hey, Josh.
What's up?
Seriously, how are we going to do this? According to Ronnie, Madovsky is the real deal.
Coming from Ronnie, that's quite a compliment.
If Madovsky's the killer,
We need to be careful, which suggests...
I use my Gallic charm.
Exactly.
I doubt that Madovsky would be the one to personally do the robbery.
Nothing could stand in his way.
Call the intercom.
No answer.
Okay, talk to the gardener then.
Excuse me? Hello?
Hello, Earth calling to...
On your
Yeah.
bike, darling. This is a private residence.
We're
On
here
your
to see
bike.
Mr. Madovsky.
So,
Showing him my press card would have blown my cover.
Oh, right, we're supposed to be undercover. That guy looks like Putin.
We have important business with Mr. Madovsky.
and who the hell might you be?
I'm Nico Kalar, and this is my colleague, Georges Stobart.
Well, isn't that cozy? Can you count, darling?
Yes, of course.
Well then, One, I don't know you or Laughing Boy here from Adam. Two, you ain't got no
Oh,
business
God.
around here. And
It's
three,
speaking
I don't like French birds. Comprenez?
Wait, French? Oh, birds as in... Okay. He's talking in Cockney
Hi,
slang.
guess who?
The zoo?
What do you want?
Wanna keep talking?
Nice bush.
Bush? This is so much more than just a bush.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's art, love. Or to be precise, topiary. And as everybody knows,
Topiary is a transition form.
that's right. A statement of man's dominance over nature. A metaphor for the human condition.
And
I
yet,
see.
It's not enough, is it?
not for the big questions.
Life, death.
Right and wrong.
Tell me about it.
You struggle, monsieur?
Day and night.
That is the human condition.
Can we ever escape it?
It is possible through meditation, contemplation.
The George is just staring at the
See?
camera.
It is our only salvation.
Well, you've given me food for thought, you have.
Anytime.
Much appreciated. At a difficult time.
You are welcome, monsieur.
So, anyway, this is my latest piece. What do you think?
Looks great.
It's very nice.
What? Oh, I'm supposed to like pick what it looks like? Like, I mean, it's an eagle.
Eagle? A two-headed eagle.
Like the...
Result. Get in.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yes, it's a Russian Imperial Eagle for the boss. You spotted it straight off. I owe you one, lady. You have got that rare quality. Real insight.
I was gonna say either a German or a
No,
Russian eagle.
please. You have a rare talent. So, do you work for Mr. Modowski?
I look after his security and stuff. And edges.
Security and stuff?
Yeah, you know. Stuff.
Ah, stuff.
George just turned towards the camera again.
Do you know Mr. Modowski's driver?
Driver? He's out of town, I think.
Right?
We have important business with Mr. Modowski.
I need a good reason to bother the boss with this. He's a busy man.
I understand, but I think he'll want to speak with us.
What makes what you have to say so important?
La Maledictio, a painting that belongs to him, has been stolen.
Oh no.
If he wants his insurance claim processed quickly, then he'll want to speak with us. I think he might be annoyed if he finds out you never even told him we came around, right?
Okay, okay. Hang on, I'll phone him now.
George, stop staring at me.
Yeah, Mr. Modowski? French bird.
French bird.
Yeah. Yes, boss. Right, I will do.
He said take them out.
You've piqued the boss's interest. That isn't always a good thing. The gate should be open. I'll take you inside.
Right?
Follow me, please. Mr. Modowski will be right with you, madame.
Well, we're in.
It's time
Now
to snoop.
We'll make him think we're all set to pay out on the policy. See if we can get him to talk.
Oh my god, you're really...
Welcome, welcome.
Good day, monsieur. My name is Nico Collard, and this is my assistant, Georges Tabar.
You are here to discuss La Maledictio, yes?
Correct.
I am surprised to see you.
My agreement with the gallery specified that my ownership should be kept in the strictest confidence. It would appear that agreement has been broken.
A man has been killed, monsieur.
An agreement is an agreement.
Yeah. What? Oh, what would he appreciate? Being nice or being less nice? I think he would appreciate a show of force.
A life has been lost and a painting stolen, monsieur. We need to ask you a few questions.
Bravely put, Miss Collard. So be it. I will cooperate however I can.
Did you know only the gallery owner?
Oh, purely on a professional basis. My restorer recommended his gallery to me.
Did you ever meet him personally?
No, only via email. I rarely fly. I'm carbon neutral, you know.
Very conscientious, monsieur.
Well, the planet won't save itself.
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside job.
Oh no.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with, but such is human nature. I trust this won't delay the insurance claim.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out soon.
Why isn't George the one doing the talking since he's literally the insurance lawyer here?
How did you come into possession of La Malédiction?
I purchased it at auction.
Right.
Your restorer, how does he fit into all this?
Hobbs. He did a little cleaning work on La Malédiction, that's all.
Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course. I have already sent them to your office.
These things take time to process.
What is there to process? I own the painting, someone stole it, and your company provided me with insurance. I am the victim here.
A state you share with the deceased, monsieur. What connection do you have to Vera Security?
I've never heard of it.
Oh
There
really?
is strong evidence that ties you to Vera Security.
Should we really be
You
telling
are
him that?
beginning to sound like a policeman, madame.
We are merely doing our jobs, monsieur. We must leave no stone unturned.
I would leave this particular stone unturned if I were you.
I'd rattled him, but I didn't want to push too hard. Of course. We will check our information again.
I would do that. I think that is enough for now. When do you expect the claim to be paid out?
It will not be long, monsieur.
When exactly? Surely you can give me a date.
Monsieur Medovsky, I'm sure you...
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it, Shears?
Hobbs is here.
Tell him I'm busy.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions? Please excuse me for a moment.
What?
The gardener's called Shears?
Yeah, probably not what his mother christened him.
Alright. Is he not gonna tell Shears to send us out?
What a creep.
What?
Very clever creep at that. We got nothing on him, and he knows it.
We're just
He just
allowed to stay
brushed
here?
off the Vera connection. We need something else to get under his skin. I could use Marquez as leverage.
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
So what else can we do?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use against him.
Good idea, George. You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
Right, character switch. Right. I wanna be careful not to accidentally progress the story. First I wanna look at everything.
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box.
Are this the royal family?
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. It was a beautifully
Alright,
inlaid
sorry.
cigarette box.
Right, I can skip dialogue.
Can you hear what they're saying?
Yes.
You should not have turned up here, Mr. Hobbs. I made it clear I would deliver the package later today.
I wanted to make sure it got to me all right. I've got a lot of work to do on it.
This is most inconvenient.
Fine art restoration. Maybe you should try to restore his car first.
He's arguing with his visitor, Hobbs, about the portfolio.
That portfolio is important, I'm sure of it. Leather-bound classics, bought by the yard, no doubt.
By the yard? Oh, as in...
Medovsky had an extensive collection of management books. The 7 Secrets of Leadership, 2009. The Business Bonaparte, 1983.
It's taking so long to read this.
Or Management Mouse, 1990. Russian novels. Medovsky was clearly a big Tolstoy fan.
What was I gonna say? Right, that he bought them in yards, as in he just bought a lot of books in one go.
I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic.
Why is the plus equal sign in the middle of the keyboard? Right, I'm just looking at the... Why is the question mark in the middle of the keyboard?
I didn't know the symbols. If I'd been able to remember the layout of a US keyboard, I might have been able to figure it out.
Why would the US keyboard and the... How would they be connected in any way?
ASD... G or
SDF,
F? I couldn't remember.
G, F.
AS...
Alright. Anything else I can look at?
I figured that had to be the space bar.
Who knows?
ZX. I needed a keyboard for reference. AS... I tried to remember how that row of keys read on a US keyboard.
Q, W,
I tried to remember how that row of keys
R, T,
read on
Y.
a US...
I'm not looking at my
know
keyboard.
The symbols. If I'd been able to remember the layout of a US keyboard,
Right, let's get out of here. Right. It kind of sounds like we have to find the key... Wait, I have my phone. Can I not just look at the keyboard?
It was my beloved phone.
Oh, right, wait. Maybe I go to the typewriter.
I
Don't-
should have guessed.
Yeah. Don't I have, like, internet on my phone? Can I not just...
It was my beloved phone.
Right, I guess not. I could just Google it. Google existed in 2006, right?
Medovsky had left the cabinet open. On the shelf inside was a business card and a scribbled note. I picked up the business card. It read, Wilfred Hobbs, Fine Art Restoration. I made a note of the address. Then I put the card back where I'd found it. No point arousing Medovsky's suspicions. The note read, L. Serp drawings for you to check. W.H. Now we're cooking with gas. I wondered if the painting could be in the portfolio that Medovsky had taken. I suspected the medals weren't from the Moscow Debating Society. A Russian imperial egg.
A what?
It looked rather plain.
A Russian imperial egg? Wait, 1 second, I need to look this up. Russian imperial egg. What is that thing? Why is that a thing? It's a jeweled egg first created by a lot of words. Were created. What's the point of these eggs? Yeah. As Easter gifts for the Tsar Alexander III's wife. Blah, blah. 2 more. So they were just Easter eggs. Literally Easter eggs. That's funny. Okay, next.
It was a thank you note from a British politician. Huh. Medovsky certainly had some dubious friends. Everything was in Cyrillic, except for a number. 1869.
Is that it?
Everything was in 18...
Oh, interesting.
Everything was in Cyrillic. 1869.
Oh, interesting. So you can skip lines of dialogues. That's great. Let's look at the coin.
Somebody had been careless with their small change. See a penny, pick it up, then all day you'll have good luck.
Yeah, let's just steal the coin. Why not? I think we've looked at everything here.
It seems Armadovsky has friends in low places.
Opposite of
It's
high
like
places.
my boss said, the guy wants to be a player.
It was the old coin from Medovsky's library.
But why did you steal it? Oh, there's the... I was trying to interact with, like, opening it up
The
in some way.
catch seemed to be broken. The catch had snapped.
So we use a paperclip? Or the coin, I guess.
The paperclip just flexed and slipped off the catch.
Okay, yeah, so the coin.
By extraordinary good fortune, the coin I'd picked up was the perfect shape to flip open the broken catch. Fancy that.
Are these cigarettes? Yep.
Romanovs. The same brand of cigarettes that were in the ashtray in Vera's security.
So he has been in France.
Keys are always...
No, wait, I was supposed to look at them first. Whatever.
Romanov.
Alright, nothing else to look at. The key, I guess the key is to the door here. I was supposed to interact with it first, I guess.
Medovsky in Libya. Happy days. What kind of guy hangs a picture of himself and Colonel Gaddafi on the wall?
The kind who will commit murder in order to steal their own painting.
It was a Russian privatization voucher. I wondered why Medovsky displayed it so proudly.
Like, on one hand, I'm thinking that maybe Andre didn't know that Medovsky both owned the painting and their security. But on the other hand, why did he pick their security in that case? Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick before I enter the next scene. Speaking of scenes, here's the scene. We're gonna mute the game and put on some music, like maybe this one. Wow, kinda loud. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you in circa 3 minutes. I'm here. Sorry. Oh. Pause 6 seconds. Turn off the music. Switch screens. There we go. Let me just get comfortable in my seat. Whew. Alright. Now I'm ready to continue. I just pressed to look at it. Alright. Now we use the key. I don't know why. Why was he hiding? Why was he hiding his key? Instead of keeping it in his pants. Alright. Guess we keep walking. What? Oh, forgot to turn on the music. The game audio. All right. Yeah, I just realized that. Can I? Wait. Alright, wait. First save. And then let's check if I can. If there's an auto save. No, the auto save literally just happened. Alright. Yeah. So what did he say? Hobbs is gonna go with his portfolio, and George says he has the address, so no
I'm gonna
worries.
check out the study.
Okay.
But Medovsky is gonna be back soon, so I have to be quick.
Wow, there must be millions of dollars worth of art on these walls. The drawer was open. My heart skipped a beat. But inside, I saw only a candy bar wrapper.
Might be useful.
The
Pick it up.
drawer was open. But inside...
Right, he's just repeating dialogue.
These paintings would have kept a critic enraptured for hours, but I didn't have time to dwell.
Okay, anything else to look at before I look at the desk? Yes, look at the chair.
It was an expensive chair. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. Romanov.
Yeah, we've already discovered that he smokes Romanovs. The ashtray is not a
Desk was
revelation.
magnificent.
I guess these Cyrillic characters are significant.
Those two little holes were just waiting for me to put my fingers in. I resisted the urge.
It's a cigar cutter. Alright, what? Alright. I'm pushing at the panel buttons. Yeah, they're definitely the same on the typewriter. Alright, so I can push them and pull them out. Maybe... I should have inspected the
I
buttons.
should have guessed. Keyboard was so...
Yeah.
I didn't know this. If I'd been able to remember the layout...
Guessing I have to... Oh, good. The game just teleports me back, so I don't have to walk through the door.
Large Cyrillic letters were carved into panels on the side of the desk.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna try to memorize what the letters look like at the
I should've
typewriter.
guessed.
So A, B, they're completely different. Or A, B, right. Trying to just like memorize them. And then I go back. And maybe I press on the ones that are in the first row. Please inspect it. This. Some of the symbols on the desk are not on typewriter. Are you sure? We have these 2, 3. Right, he still has to go through the door here.
I should have guessed.
This is here. This one is here. This. And this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I think I have to press them in this order. Alright, so this. S, C, I guess. H. And that one. Alright, I'm just looking at it. Trying to burn it into my mind. Yeah. Right. I can feel my mind burning. This. And then after the house, this is last. This is just before last. Was it like this? This? Where was the S? No, wait. First it was S, then E, Z. This and H. No? Let's see if I remember it right.
I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic.
No, I got these 2 mixed up. And these 2. Alright. Now I think I remember the order. I feel like this gotta be what the puzzle is asking me of. Right. This, S, E, Z, H, and something. Right? I did it. This. This. No, did I get the E and S wrong again?
I should have guessed.
I
Keyboard
got
was
the E
Cyrillic.
and S wrong again. Okay. E, S, Z. A, B, this, E, S, Z, H, and this. Alright, I guess this is not the way to solve the puzzle. This, E, S, Z, H. Just gonna check one last time if I got the order right. And if not, then I'm gonna...
I should have guessed. Keyboard was Cyrillic.
Yeah, I got the order right.
I didn't know the symbols.
Come on, you.
If I'd been able to remember the layout of a US keyboard, I might have been able to figure it out.
Oh, it probably says something on the desk.
I didn't know the symbol. If I'd been...
Maybe I can ask Nico,
Nico?
on the for a layout.
I'm eavesdropping, Josh.
I
No.
couldn't call Rickenbacker without a reason. I needed to see Medovsky's proof of ownership.
Alright, let's just investigate. There's nothing else I can interact with. Chair, ashtray, cigarette cutters. I can press in the individual buttons here. I can't interact with the typewriter. He just says that he can't read it.
I should have guessed. I didn't know the symbol.
This is all
If
he
I-
says.
I didn't know the... If I'd been... I tried to remember.
Yeah, when I press the different rows, he has different dialogues.
D.
Wait, am I supposed to remember it myself?
I couldn't remember.
But this has more than... The US keyboard has 3 rows of keys, and this has 4. But maybe I can still try. So like Q, W, T, R. Maybe I'm supposed to read what it says by just remembering. Where was this one? Oh, wait, we had this. So this came first. E. Alright, so this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the 8th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. E, I. A. Maybe I should check the hint. Should I press the button? Trying to. I pressed them in the right order. Alright, I'm gonna check the hint. Medovsky would likely keep important documents in his desk. Yeah, The symbol behind the desk are Cyrillic, as are the keys on the typewriter in the library. Check around the library for any significant combination of numbers. Oh, are those supposed to be numbers?
Medovsky.
Yeah. 1869. 1869. And we're gonna just like
I should have guessed.
assume that these are numbers for some reason. Alright, 1869. 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 69. So this is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So A H S Omega, I'm gonna call it. A H S Omega. I know those aren't the Cyrillic letters. I'm just trying to memorize them. A H S Omega.
A secret drawer.
There we go.
I knew that publication date would be significant. At last, I was going to discover Medovsky's secrets.
The problem I was having is that those were letters, not numbers. Actually, let me just quickly check. Cyrillic numbers? Okay, yeah, or those are the numbers in Cyrillic. For some reason they're the same like as the alphabet.
It certainly wasn't Medovsky's sock drawer. Hey, Nico! Come see this!
She doesn't have to
I
come
think
to see
we've
this.
struck gold.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Look, a letter from a guy called Gainan. His company, Wolfram, want to purchase La Maledizio. They're offering way over the asking price.
Anything connecting
Interesting.
Medovsky to Vera?
Well, let's see. Here we go. A lease for Vera's security.
Aha! Then we have the proof we need.
Hang on, what's this? Expenses for a Mr. Shears. Waterloo Motors, one helmet. These are from Paris. Madame La Trex. Hotel Britannique. Pizza. Nico. Pizza.
What?
I think your friend Shears might just be Henri's killer.
What? Pizza.
Josh, what have we got ourselves into?
Oh, Madame
I
Trex is
just had the
probably
front
some
door close.
prostitute
Medovsky's
place.
coming. Put everything back in order, quick!
Right.
You could have taken photos, but alright, whatever.
He'll never suspect we just ransacked his house for evidence.
George, the coin!
Damn, no time. Look cool, Nico.
I mean,
I'll handle this.
could just steal the coin.
I apologize for the lengthy wait. As you can imagine, my time is at a premium.
Still confused why you let
That's
us
fine,
stay here.
Mr. Medovsky. I think we're almost finished anyway.
And payment?
Very soon, monsieur. Very soon.
Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Nice
Medals.
collection of medals you have there, Mr. Medovsky.
I earned them serving my country.
Anywhere interesting?
Chechnya. Ever been there?
No, can't say I've had the pleasure. Is that a first edition of War and Peace?
Of course. Printed in 1869. A great year for my country's literature.
How could...
And Tolstoy is the master.
How did George tell what that book was about?
Is that a picture of you with Colonel Gaddafi?
A deeply wonderful man. He was a great fan of the Impressionists.
Well, he certainly left quite an impression on Libya.
Right.
So, what brought you into the art business, Mr. Medovsky?
Oh, an eye for great artists, an appreciation of fine culture, and a love of what you Americans call the greenback.
The what?
You must be upset at the theft of La Maledizio.
Yes, and disappointed that someone would kill for such a minor piece.
Still confused about the killing part.
So this Hobbs guy, good friend of yours, is he?
No, we simply have a business arrangement. We've been through this already. Now please, if you're quite finished, I'm a busy man.
Thank you for your time, Monsieur Medovsky. We'll be in touch soon.
Well, no prizes for guessing where we go now.
Hobbs' place, right?
Got it in one. Medovsky's pretty shady, don't you think?
He bought our act, though. You make a pretty good insurance man, George.
God.
Yeah, who'd have thought it?
By the time he realizes we're not assessing his claim, we'll have cracked the case and be toasting our success.
Here's hoping. Looks like rain.
Wow.
Come on, let's get that cab.
So
Taxi!
this taxi has been waiting this entire time.
I think we just stepped off the London tourist trail.
I guess this Hobbs character doesn't like visitors.
Not the kind of
What
place
a-
you'd expect to find a restorer of old masters.
What a nice place.
Unless you didn't want to attract attention.
He's attracted ours. Let's see what Mr. Hobbs knows about La Malediccio.
And let's try and get a look inside that portfolio.
Alright.
The van's window looked like it hadn't been washed for years. The door was locked. Looking through the window, I could see that there was nothing in the van. Hobbs must have taken the portfolio inside. The van was held together with rust and dirt.
No.
The van was held together with rust and...
Couldn't I look inside?
It was the van hood. It had certainly seen a few bumps.
Bonnet. Bonnet. Oh wow. Very fresh.
It was a half-empty bottle of whiskey. Or half full, depending on your attitude to life.
Let's grab it.
Slosha. The handbrake looked ineffective, like all the other safety features. I decided to leave the handbrake alone.
Right, I think the whiskey was all we could do there.
The hood was definitely stuck.
You're supposed to release the hood. Or maybe that's why I was supposed to go into the cabinet. Where do I release it? Maybe I can't release. Oh, there it is.
I popped open the van's hood.
Ooh, thank God I know how cars work.
The engine was held together by rust
What
and dirt.
Is that?
Everything was covered in a sticky film of dirty black oil. Half the wiring wasn't connected to anything.
I guess when they say don't judge a book by its cover, it's not always the case.
A bundle of wires came into the engine bay from the dashboard. Many of the wires seemed to lead nowhere. A bundle of short, severed wires was connected to the battery. None of the wires were connected to anything. It was the van battery. It was one of two horns in the van. It didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood. Two wires hung loose from it. It was the van's engine. I didn't really have any reason to sabotage it.
This engine is sabotaging itself.
It was the van's engine. It
Another
was one
horn?
of two horns in the van.
Why does this
It didn't seem to be connected to anything else under the hood.
Why does this
Two
car
wires hung loose
have
from it.
two? Anyway, so I guess if I press the horn, nothing is gonna happen. Or I guess something different is gonna happen. Ah, nothing
Not a
at all.
sound. The horn wasn't working.
Am I supposed to make it work?
The engine bay was a mess. It was clear neither horn
Oh,
pipe
sorry,
was
I didn't-
connected to either the battery or the cab.
I thought it was giving repeating dialogue.
A loose wire hung from the horn. If I had some spare cable, I could connect it to the other horn.
Why would I connect it to the other horn instead of, like, I don't know, the battery? Right. Let's dumpster dive.
The large dumpster was full of garbage.
Surprise.
Piles of junk, mostly boxes of old paints and scraps of picture frames. Mixed in were wires, cardboard, and some dubious-looking old clothes.
Is that my boss?
George Stobart.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart.
Ah.
I trust you have obeyed my instructions not to leave Paris.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, Inspector.
Good. You clearly know which side your cookie is buttered.
What?
Now, I require your presence tomorrow at the murder scene for a reconstruction.
I see.
12 o'clock sharp, monsieur. Or, as you would say, high noon.
Sure.
Any failure to comply, and I shall have you extraordinarily rendered. Have a nice day now.
And you. That was Nave. We're required back at the gallery tomorrow for a crime scene reconstruction.
Let me guess. Non-attendance is a criminal offense?
You got it.
So let's be quick about it.
I had found just what I needed. 2 lengths of wire.
Let's check the letterbox. Can you move a bit faster, please?
The mailbox read W. Hobbs, Fine Art Restoration. There was a piece of paper sticking out of the mail slot.
Let's
For a
pick it up.
second, I debated the morality of mail snooping. It was a short debate, and I won.
It's a good thing we are an insurance lawyer and not mail fraud. What was it called? Whatever.
I decided to open the letter. Dear Mr. Hobbs, due to previous incidents, we are writing to inform you that we will no longer be sending models to your address. It went on to discuss Hobbs's temper and other alleged infractions, some of which still carry the death sentence in certain less sophisticated cultures. Interesting. This could come in useful.
Great.
It was a thick metal security door. Hobbs clearly took his security seriously.
I'm guessing it's locked.
I don't think there's anyone home.
There's a light on
Oh,
upstairs.
she just teleported, alright. And she's teleported back.
There was definitely someone home.
Well then, shall we connect the 2 horns? For some reason there are 2 horns. Alright.
I used the wire to join the battery to the horn.
Yeah. And then we connect this wire. And then we... Can I just use the... Can I just use the horn now? I feel like I have to connect the other end, but we're currently out of wires.
The horn wasn't working.
Right, so we need another wire, or perhaps I can use a clip.
A pile of paint.
Oh, I
There was
can...
nothing else of interest in the junk.
Oh, never mind. Wait. So it's gotta be the paper clip then. Wait 1 second. Just remember something.
I fed Trevor a crumb.
There we go.
He loved that biscuit.
Alright. Now we can continue.
That would be pointless.
If we take this, and then put it here
I
instead.
connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
Right, and surely I have to connect this horn to the battery.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Or let's try the horn one more time, just in case. Just in case it works.
The horn wasn't working.
Yeah, so I need one more piece of wire. And can I dumpster dive anywhere else? Can I use a nail clipper to unbend the
That
haircut?
so didn't work.
Coin? No. Talk to Nico?
Nico?
What's up?
The lights are on, but nobody's answering.
Maybe they can't hear you knocking. We could try some other way of attracting their attention.
Is that all you had to say?
Nico had suggested that we needed to attract Hobbs' attention somehow.
Okay, so I can't talk to her. Oh my god, please. Huh.
It was the van battery. I needed to hook this up to the horn somehow. A bundle of short, severed wires was connected to the battery.
Wait, can't I pick up some of the loose wires here? I guess not. Can I steal one of the
That
wires?
wouldn't have worked. That would be pointless.
Okay. Let's try the paperclip one more time.
That was never...
Let's try the coin.
That was almost a great idea. Almost.
Let's try the coin. No, I already tried it. Let's try the whiskey for some reason.
I needed a better idea. It was the van's engine.
So what do I do instead?
The cable I'd used was long, but it did the job.
Oh. It's too long. That's the problem.
I snipped the wire in half.
Okay. Thank you. Now we have two wires.
I connected the wires from the cab to the horn.
And now we connect this short wire.
The wire was just long enough to connect the battery to the horn.
Okay.
Everything was wired up. The horn had power.
And we won.
I figured that should get Hobbs' attention.
All right, hold your blooming horses. What are you up to with my van?
Hello there. We fixed your horn.
So I hear. Now what are you doing in my yard?
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Hobbs, but...
But...
Well, that could have gone better.
Okay.
He's not exactly the friendliest of characters.
He did not want to look at my cockroach.
I decided to give it another blast.
I need to be really fast between the first part of the word and the second part of the word.
For crying out loud, will you leave my van alone?
Sorry, just need a quick word, Mr. Hobbs.
Have you heard the word of our Lord and Savior?
Hello there. We'd like to discuss some restoration work with you.
Then make an appointment. I'm busy.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to...
Hobbs guy doesn't exactly like visitors.
There must be some angle we can use to talk our way inside.
blow the horn.
I decided to give it another blast.
You two again? What is it this time?
Can we just talk?
Sorry to bother you again, Mr. Hobbs, but
Okay, I guess I have to ask the question.
this is crazy. We need to get in there and take a look around.
We need a good cover story.
Okay, I'm gonna try the last question. And then I'm probably gonna talk to Nico.
I decided to give it a...
The horn is so loud.
What now?
Mr. Hobbs, do you mind if we ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Yes, you will answer a few questions?
Yes, I do mind. Clear?
Not really.
Good. Now get lost.
Right,
This
now
is
I talk
crazy.
to Nico.
We need a...
Nico? So, Hobbs doesn't want to see us. It's like Detroit round here, and it's going to be dark soon. Shall we head back?
Alright, it's
No!
not that bad
We need
here.
to convince Hobbs to let us in.
Is it... What? Wait. This thing. Modeling agency letter. I have to show it to him.
I decided to...
What now?
Afternoon, Mr. Hobbs. We're from the model agency.
About blooming time. I'm on a deadline. You better come up.
Blooming.
Nico? Well, that worked. But he thinks we're models.
All the better to take a look around and find out what he knows about the painting. And to see if that portfolio really has got La Malediccio in it.
Alright, let's go. Oh, that's why he's painting. That's why he
About
didn't want
time
to
you
talk to
two
us.
showed up.
Hello, Mr. Hobbs. I was just wondering if...
Can it, Goldilocks? I don't have time for chit-chat. Just get undressed behind that screen.
Undressed?
That was the deal. An extra 20 quid because I need you with your kit off.
The studio was freezing.
And as for you, darling, no need to get undressed. I've got a vivid imagination, so I'll just use that. Either way, just go sit over there on that rug and give me your best belly pock floozy.
Alright, George. Get on with it.
That's perfect. Just hold it there.
Nico made for a good distraction. I just needed to figure out how to get a look inside that portfolio.
So here's the portfolio.
It was the same folder that Madovsky had taken from his cupboard.
Have
It was
this-
the only lead to the painting we had. I needed to look inside. But Hobbs was watching it like a hawk.
Maybe I can give him the whiskey
A
bottle.
variety of liquor bottles, all empty. It was a full glass of whiskey.
Can I grab it?
Hey, I'm still drinking that.
Fuse box. Thermostat. Stereo. Oh, there's a lot to look at.
Wow, an old Bofson Wang stereo. I hadn't seen one of those for years. Hobbs seemed to have a thing for 70s psychedelic jams.
Good
Hobbs
taste.
seemed to have a... The record had stopped. It was Jasmine Breeze by the Hairy Lobsters.
Oh, right, those guys from... What's his name? Andre's office. Can I not turn it on? I can. I hope it's not a copyrighted song. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna start recording.
I turned the volume up a few notches.
Alright. Thermostat.
Hey, leave that dial alone. The heating gobbles up all the power and the circuits can't take it.
Sorry. I turned the thermostat down again.
Okay.
I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring. I didn't need to sit. It was time for action.
Alright. And I take the balcony door.
was locked. I wondered what was behind the door.
Hey, stop meddling with that. The power's ropey enough as it is.
Blowing the power would certainly have distracted Hobbs.
Yeah.
But the elevator alone wasn't going to trip the whole system.
Somehow I have to press the lift button and the thermostat. But how am I gonna press on two buttons on two different places? Can I quickly do this? Press the thermostat and quickly go to the lift? No, I can't interact.
Hey! I've told you, don't mess with that thermostat.
Alright, so how do I do this? I show him the cockroach.
Excuse me, Mr. Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs, meet Trevor.
Who's Trevor?
My cockroach. Take a look.
Difficult childhood, eh? Well, don't take it out on me.
I fed Trevor a crumb. He loved that biscuit.
Oh, I have to put something heavy on the lift. So that the lift moves slower.
My, my! If it isn't George Stillbach.
Wait, who is that?
Lady Piermont.
From the first game?
Oh my. You're
Naked? Of course. As an artist's muse, one often finds oneself en pelotas. Now, George, don't be shy. Come here and give me a big hug.
That day was the day the nightmares had begun. Trapped, smothered, choking on lavender.
George, darling, pass me my robe. It's terribly cold in here.
Oh,
Oi! What are you doing with a blooming robe on? God help me, but you're supposed to be naked. I've got a deadline to meet.
Well, you won't be meeting any deadlines with manners like that. And besides, it's freezing in here.
Lady Piermont and I had met before. She was larger than life in every way.
right, last time she was a good player.
Lady Piermont.
Or good sport, I
Oh,
guess.
George, be a darling and sort the heating out in here.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, maybe she's gonna argue to keep the heating on. So Hobbs won't stop me.
Hey! I've told you, don't.
Sorry, but Lady Piermont is cold. I thought...
Look, pal, I know it's brass monkeys in here, but the wiring in this building is ancient, and the fuse box won't take it. Her Majesty will just have to get used to chapel hat pegs.
What?
Lady Piermont, Mr. Hobbs won't let me turn up the heating.
Well, we'll soon see about that.
Oh, crumbs.
You picked the wrong battle.
If you do not
boy.
adjust the heating, I shall refuse to cooperate.
Lady Piermont, it's the circuits. They won't take the strain. You know what old buildings are like.
In which case, I see no reason for this session to continue.
Whoa, Lady Piermont, let's not be too hasty. I'm sure I can accommodate your needs.
Good. Perhaps you can start by letting George here turn up the heating.
Oh, go ahead then, but be careful. The power in here is temperamental.
Right?
I turned the thermostat up as far as it would go.
He keeps trying
I
to
wondered
drink
if
whiskey.
suspicious wiring could be used to my advantage.
Alright, and now we use the left. Right.
Oh, you! Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
So that wasn't
The
enough.
elevator on its own wasn't going to blow the power.
It's not on its own, it's the thermostat.
I'd better not touch the thermostat again.
Okay.
I wasn't going to mess around with that wiring.
Is there something else I can look at?
Wary of any more life-changing surprises, I decided against exploring behind the screen.
Why was it so quiet this time? Oh, yeah. Maybe I can talk to her. I guess. Alright, walk up first. Sure.
Oh, you! Get down from there. You'll trip the power in the whole building if you're not careful.
The elevator on its own.
Yeah. Talk to lady. Paramount. Whatever her name was. I did want to put her on the
A
left.
word if I may, Lady Piermont.
For you, George, I'm all ears. How can I help?
Oh, we can talk about a lot.
What do you think of this, Lady Piermont?
Not much, Georgie. Not much.
Alright, the music
That's
is
all for
way too
now.
loud.
I turned the volume down again. A word if I may.
For you, George.
I'm not
What do you
sure
think of this,
everything.
Lady Piermont?
Not much, Georgie. Not much.
What do you think of this, Lady Piermont?
Not much.
What do you think of... I was sure she didn't want to see it.
Hmm.
How about a shot of this, Lady Piermont?
Oh, no, dear. I don't touch the stuff. Reminds me of husband number 5. Or was it 6? Terrible bore, anyway. I'm strictly a gin girl. Ice and a slice and a whiff of tonic.
Okay.
Would you like a sniff of this?
I'd rather not. Gives me 70s flashbacks.
What do you think of this, lady?
Not much.
What do you think of this? I didn't think she'd be interested.
Why is he even more quiet now?
Could I tempt you with a cookie, Lady Piermont?
You could tempt me with many things, George. But a half-eaten rich tea is not one of them.
What do you think of this?
Not much.
Okay.
How did you come to be working with Mr. Hobbs?
Wheresoever a bohemian needs a helping hand, George, mine is always at the ready.
Is he a bohemian?
And what better way to help than to expose one's flesh to the sensuous brushstrokes of such a talent?
Do you know anything about a stolen painting called La Malediction?
Oh, is this another of your adventures, George? How delicious. My heart's a tremor, George. Do you think Wilf is mixed up with this?
Maybe, but I need you to act normally until we're sure.
Mum's the word, Georgie.
Mum's the word?
Can you keep a secret, Lady Piermont?
Please
I
stop.
am the very soul of discretion, as you know.
You see that portfolio by Hobbs's table? We need to take a peek inside.
Be still, my beating heart. Just give me the nod, and I'm putty in your
Don't
hand.
whisper.
So what have you been up to since our last encounter, Lady Piermont?
Charity work, dear boy.
Oh, any particular kind?
Young men, George. So
What?
many have lost their way. I try to guide them best I can.
What kind of charity are we talking about here?
Lady Piermont, we need your help.
How thrilling! What do you need? Subterfuge? Leisure domain?
Actually, I just need you to step onto that lift behind you.
Oh, but of course. Is
And
this good, George, darling?
now we turn it on.
Perfect. Now, just stay right there.
I don't know, she looks funny just standing like that.
Oh, you!
What now?
Get down from there, it's private.
Oh, sorry.
Suddenly I can't get up.
Oi, Yank! I can hear you on those stairs again. Get down!
Sorry.
Right. So
If I was going to take a look up there, I'd have to do something about those squeaky stairs.
soak them in whiskey.
That wasn't worth trying.
Soak them in perfume.
That was never...
Alright. Not that either.
Hey, that's my whiskey ration for the day gone.
It was an empty whiskey glass.
I mean, I have whiskey in my pocket, so I guess I could give it to him.
How about a top-up, Mr. Hobbs?
Don't mind if I do.
He doesn't know it's his own whiskey. And now maybe I can go up the stairs. No.
Oi, Yank! I can hear you on those stairs again.
Maybe
Get down!
Maybe I wait until
Sorry.
he takes a swig.
If I was going to take a look up there,
Wait for him to start drinking again. Come on. Grab the glass. Come on. Oh. Oh. This entire time I had the stereo on max volume before. This is the first time I'm trying to get up the stairs
I turned the volume up a few
with the music lowered. So I gave him whiskey for no reason. Right. Time to blow the circuit.
Oh, not again.
No. It's so eerily quiet now.
Lady Piermont was a good sport to ride that rickety
Oh,
old
right, I'm
elevator
supposed-
for me.
There we go.
It's
Now,
too late.
back to
Right.
work.
Stop. Don't move. Stop moving. Oh my god. Water of life. Got Hobbs drunk.
Hey, that's private.
Sorry, forgot.
Can I talk to Nico? Ask her to steal the portfolio?
Well, so much for a distraction. Hobbs is watching that folder like a hawk.
Perhaps you need to slow him down a little.
Oi! I'm trying to paint here and you're in the way. Now, get behind that screen and take your blooming clothes off.
Okay, this time I'm gonna press the button and immediately try to get the... Oh yeah, maybe it will take longer for him to go to the fuse box. In any case, I'm gonna go to the portfolio as soon as possible. Maybe he will even fall off the chair. Stool, I mean.
Now is my chance.
Yeah, grab it. Grab it. Oh, Twitch, please don't look.
Impressionist sketches. Well, it wasn't La Malediccio, but it did appear to be a study for an element of the painting, the Ouroboros. There
Right.
was something different about the image in the center.
Can we grab it?
I figured the sketch might come in handy, so I took it.
What the heck? I told you that portfolio was private.
Huh?
Huh?
Well, that was fun. Just like when you were a private dick, George.
Sorry, what?
So, you're not models?
No, Mr. Hobbs.
Well, you can't be a copper. You're not stupid enough. So what the blazes are you doing in my studio?
We're investigating the theft of a painting, La Malediccio, by the Spanish artist El Serp. One of these sketches is a study of that painting.
Well, sure, but what's that got to do with that? I'm a restorer,
Without?
and I restored it. I've got nought to do with what happened after that painting left this studio. How was I to know it was going to get Henri killed?
Hang on a second. How do you know Henri's dead?
Look, he and I went back a long way. Le Lézard Bleu was on the ropes, so I got the painting into his exhibition. Nothing like this was supposed to happen.
I think we can talk softly to him.
We're not accusing you of anything, Mr. Hobbs. We just want to get to the bottom of this.
I get that, and I'll help you however I can.
How?
But this mess is way above my pay grade.
Wanna see my cockroach?
You probably wouldn't care.
Oh, come on. Who wouldn't like Trevor?
I was sure he...
Alright.
I...
Just gonna speed run through it all.
He...
What do you mean he wouldn't wanna see the whiskey bottle?
I'd just taken the sketch from Hobbs's portfolio. Now wasn't the time to hand it back. How come you needed to make so many sketches of the painting to restore it?
Restoration's not about throwing a load of paint around. It takes research. The Serp is a complicated painting. A lot of subtext. A lot of symbols.
Why would anyone want to steal La Malediccio? It's not exactly a famous
The
painting.
insurance money,
True,
dude.
but there is something special about it that's hard to describe. There's conviction in every brushstroke. Whoever El Serp was, he had a tale to tell. The symbolism is deeply religious.
Oh, he means steal originally, not for the... not what happened just now.
Tell me about the symbols in La Malediccio.
Very Christian, deeply religious, but not exactly orthodox.
The sort of thing that would upset a priest? There was one at the gallery telling everyone how evil it was.
As I said, it's not exactly orthodox, and the church can be very touchy about orthodoxy. Especially now they can't just burn anyone they disagree with.
We have reason to believe that Medovsky is mixed up in the theft of La Malediccio.
Eh? What would he gain from stealing his own painting?
Insurance.
We have strong evidence that Medovsky is not the real owner.
You'll have a hard time proving that. Medovsky has a full set of provenances for the painting. It traces its legitimate ownership all the way back to the painter.
Well, why didn't Medovsky mention him?
Because they're not with him. Henri's got them. Or had them.
And
Oh.
Henri is dead.
So ask his partner.
So
Lane.
perhaps...
Lane, yeah, Lane. Look, pal,
Henri.
you're wasting your time looking for conspiracies here. And you're wasting my time if you're not actually going to get naked. Go get the provenance from Lane, and everything will turn out hunky-dory.
But it also puts Marquez's story into question.
Not my
No,
problem,
I got
darling.
it.
Now both of you, get lost. I've got a painting to finish.
I think Henri
And we have a critic to interrogate.
found out about the legitimacy of the
Someone's
painting,
lying, but
which
who?
is why he had to
Is
be
it the
killed.
gangster or the old Spaniard?
The painter or the art critic?
I need to head back for Nave's reconstruction.
What about the evidence from Medovsky's house? Will you give it to Nave?
I think I should. And I can put the squeeze on Lane. Ask him about the provenance.
Good. I've got lunch with Ronnie tomorrow. This story is hotting up, and I want to make sure he keeps me on it.
Taxi?
Is that just gonna work? screaming taxi. Oh, look at that. We're back here. We want to go to a reconstruction thingy? So we don't get put in jail again?
Here I was again at the crime scene. Inside the gallery, I could see lots of activity. Now they preparing for the reconstruction, no doubt.
We can go grab a coffee first.
Hi,
Monsieur,
I'll take a coffee.
I don't think so.
What?
What?
Let me be a customer.
The coffee you desire, monsieur, is not served.
This guy.
Well, how do you know what coffee I desire?
Because I look into your eyes, monsieur, into your very soul, and I see.
Is that right? So what exactly do you see?
I see a tall glass of milky macchiato, sprinkled with chocolat, with a long spoon, and a biscuit on the side.
Wow.
Not the biscuit.
That's exactly what I want.
And it is precisely what you will not get. In my cafe, monsieur, I serve only café noir in teeny cups.
You know what? Suddenly I'm not thirsty anymore. So nobody else was here at all?
No, monsieur. I think the police tape is putting my customers off.
Right.
Whiskey?
You offer me cock of the Glen, monsieur? Have you no shame?
Okay.
I didn't think the waiter would be interested.
Oh, come on.
What do you think of this coin?
If you wanted to tip me, monsieur, you could at least pay me in euros. Or better still, franc.
Rich tea cookie?
Ah, the biscuit that dare not speak its name. Save it for your English friends, monsieur.
This guy.
What do you think of this Brett?
It makes me feel strange. My mother used to wear it.
Your mother? But it's for men.
It was the 60s, monsieur, when girls were like boys, were like girls.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this?
I am afraid that I know nothing about that.
He wouldn't... I didn't...
Alright, then we're done here. We didn't get our coffee macchiato with a biscuit sprinkled chocolate.
Nico and I had a good idea who the killer was. Now all we had to do was persuade Navet.
With a biscuit on the side.
Sir, I already tried starting it up. I think it's broken.
Or biscuit, as they said.
Nonsense, Moo. This machine has the power of 10 investigators.
But investigators never fail to start up, sir.
Your pessimism is duly noted, Moo. But have faith. This machine will analyze the scene, compute the data, and deduce everything for us. The location of the second shooter will be a mystery no more.
Second shooter?
One moment.
A marvel indeed, sir. Though at the moment it is kaput.
Your pessimism has obviously infected the circuitry, Moo. Let me think for a moment.
If I could just...
Shh! Eh bien, Moo, now try realigning the laser matrix.
Sir, I have no idea what that is.
Move over, Moo. Now, let me see. Oscillating reverberator? Check. Refraction spectrometer?
Refraction?
Check. Now, what can I do? Ah, Monsieur Stobart, it's only you. Glad you could finally make it.
Inspector, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Oh, yes? I shall be the judge of that.
I think I know who the killer is.
Really?
Yep, he's a gardener called Shears living in London.
Fascinating. And the good news?
We don't need to do your reconstruction.
You joke with me, Monsieur Stubart.
It's not a joke. This guy Shears was working for a Russian ex-mobster. It's all part of a highly complex fraud.
Gardeners, KGB, fraud. You are a fantasist, monsieur. And I have no time for fantasy. Reality is my suitcase, as you Americans say. Now, stand over there and keep out of trouble until the others arrive.
Well, who are we waiting for?
Mademoiselle Collard and Father Simeon. Please, I am very busy.
Alright, can I talk to Lane finally?
Ah, Moo, a clever choice. But no cigar for you. Try the red.
What?
Mon Dieu!
Alright, finally I can move about.
Lane.
Stobart.
What do you think of Moo?
Who?
The
You.
policeman with Nave.
Oh, sorry.
I assume he's another idiot.
Why's that?
I believe one can tell a man by the company he keeps.
I'll bear that in mind, Mr. Lane. What's the deal with that device over there?
It's a farce. They've been trying to get it working for hours.
Looks like something out of a 50s sci-fi movie.
It probably is.
What do you think of Nave?
The man is a buffoon. I have better things to do than wait for these idiots to get their forensic whatnot to work. The only silver lining is that Nave seems more annoyed than I am.
I gather you're the man to ask about the provenance for the painting.
For La Maledictio? Well, you have been busy, haven't you, Stobart?
I'd like to see it.
So speak to Bijou. She took care of
What?
the business side of the gallery.
Huh.
The provenance is in the office safe. She has the key.
Lane was a pushover when you had him cornered. Though it looked like Bijou hadn't been completely honest with me after all. I needed to pay her another visit. Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I think we are ready to fire her up.
Yes, Moo. I was just about to say the same thing. Do it.
Right?
Moo. What have you done?
Pardon me, sir, but I believe it was you who said,
This is no time for blame. You have broken the machine.
Mon Dieu.
Can we just leave?
Stubborn.
Alright, he noticed me.
Monsieur Stobart, you will not leave until this is over. Understood?
But I just need to...
This is a reconstruction. You will remain here until I have concluded my investigations. Do I make myself clear?
Okay, clear.
Right, then I guess we call Nico. And she has to go to
I considered
Bijou.
making a run for it, but forcing Moo to chase me would have been cruel. And it would have been silly to risk my investigation. Better to play along with Nave and get the reconstruction over as quickly as possible.
Maybe. First, let me check. Hello? Are you not gonna call? What? Just not gonna do anything? Can I call other guys?
Mr. Rickenbacker?
You better have some good news, Stobart.
I absolutely do.
Go on then, impress me.
I went to visit Medovsky, the owner of the painting, and Vera's security.
Go on.
I found some paperwork that proves Medovsky stole his own painting.
Great work. But we're gonna need before. You have to find the painting.
The artist restoring the painting claims there's a provenance that proves Medovsky is the owner.
Why do I sense some doubt here?
Take one guess who signed off on it.
I give up.
Hector Lane, the art critic responsible for the exhibition.
Oh, this gets better and better. Go and speak to Lane. Get a look-see at that provenance yourself.
I spoke with Lane. He says the provenance for the painting is in the gallery safe.
Good work, Stobart.
Apparently, Bijou has the key, though when I talked to her earlier, she said she wasn't involved with the gallery.
You need to take a look at that provenance.
I'm going to go find out why she lied.
Get round there, Stobart. See if you can get the key to the safe, too.
Alright, so we have to find a distraction, since for some reason Nico can't do this job for me.
Can I ask you something?
If you...
Is Nave a good detective, do you think?
He's as good a detective as I am a dancer.
You light on your feet, Lane?
Do I look like I am?
Changed your opinion of Moo yet?
Why?
Who?
Moo.
Who?
Never mind. Is there anything else you're not telling me, Mr. Lane?
Get lost.
What does it do?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, yes.
Alright. Let's see. Maybe I can set off the alarm. No. Oh, wait. The plugs.
If I pulled the plug out, I'd just get Nave even more worked up. I decided to bide my time and wait for the right moment.
Alright. We wait for the right moment instead.
Excuse me.
Please,
Excuse me?
monsieur, I'm a little busy.
Can I look at the machine?
It was pointless trying to get a closer look at the machine while Nave and Moo were tinkering with it. Inspector Nave. Have you been a detective long?
Long enough, monsieur?
That
You've
doesn't mean
solved
anything.
a lot of crimes, I guess.
More than you have had hot dinners?
Well, I've had a lot of hot dinners, Inspector.
Oh, yes? How many?
What?
Precisely how many hot dinners have you had, monsieur?
Don't know. Thousands?
You prove my point for me, monsieur. Precision and accuracy are everything.
You truly are a unique and amazing man, Inspector Nave.
Oh, I'm glad you are impressed.
What seems to be the problem?
Monsieur Stobart, if Paris' finest cannot get this very expensive and very complex machine to work, then I doubt if an insurance salesman can.
I'm an insurance assessor, actually.
Oh, I see. Well, la-di-da to you, monsieur.
Oh, yeah? Well, la-di-da to you back.
Whatever. You are neither qualified nor clever enough to operate such an instrument.
Like us.
What was that, Moo?
I said, unlike us, sir.
Alright.
I was sure I could get the machine to work if I could just get Nave out of the way.
Alright. Surely the plugs must be the answer. Oh, okay, now I can use the plugs. Wait, did I unplug the right thing? Think so. And they haven't noticed.
Inspector Nave. I know this sounds obvious, but are you sure it's plugged in?
Monsieur Stobart, do you really think I would be so stupid as to not check the fundamentals?
We all make mistakes.
What a ridiculous generalization, monsieur. Look, I can see from here it's... Ah.
Do you need assistance, sir? Very funny, Mo.
One moment.
That got rid of him. Now is my chance.
To fiddle with the machine.
I was going to have to figure that out quickly.
On? Oh no, it's one of those puzzles. There we go.
Time to get the show on the road.
See, Moo? I knew I would get it working.
And
I'm not sure that you...
Precisely. You knew my superior intellect would win through in the end.
they're gonna think
Yes, sir.
that all they had to do was
Sir.
plug it in.
I beg your pardon, but I think there is a teeny snag.
Go on.
We have no victim.
Good God, Moo. Are you suggesting I kill someone for the sake of this reenactment?
My God.
No, sir. Just saying we need a body, sir.
Ah, yes. I see. You'll make a detective yet, Moo. I, of course, foresaw this, and I nominate... you.
Me?
Me? What?
Well, I'm not dead.
Have you ever acted, Monsieur Stobart?
But
Well, I
Aren't-
don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I went down a storm playing the lead in Cat on a Felt-Tip Roof last summer.
You played the cat?
No.
So, not the lead. Half-truths again, monsieur. Nevertheless, here is your chance to play a real lead role.
we're trying to
But
reconstruct,
he
so
looks nothing like the victim, sir.
isn't Stobart supposed to be himself?
Must you find problems all the time? Let me think of a way to make this work.
Relying on Nave's problem-solving skills could mean a long, long wait.
Maybe I
had
can
to
leave
find
now.
Something to make me more like Henri. I'll have a look around. Maybe I'll find something.
Yes, you do that. Verisimilitude is the key, Stobart.
What? Alright. Oh, there's Nico.
Ah,
There's
you have
the
arrived at
priest.
last. Please, make yourselves comfortable. We are just making some last-minute adjustments.
Father Simeon, Nico.
Oh, Jesus.
Hi, George.
Welcome to the asylum.
Let me guess. Nave is overjoyed we've solved the case and he's putting us up for an award.
Not quite. I told him about Shears and Medovsky. He says it's fantasy.
But that's crazy.
Tell me about it.
So what do we do now?
Carry on anyway, and nail Medovsky.
What about Nave?
Ignore him.
And this charade?
The reconstruction? Well, sooner it starts, sooner it's over.
Alright.
George, what on earth is that machine?
It's Nave's baby. Supposedly, it's going to analyze the crime scene and tell us what happened.
But we already know what happened.
Sure we do. But Nave doesn't.
Quiet, please! How can I concentrate with all this racket going on?
Lane was right. Nave was an idiot. Hey, Nico, what's new?
Not much since we last spoke, George.
Hello, Father.
Mr. Stobart, will this take long?
I'm not sure. Nave appears to be struggling with the machine.
I'll pray for some divine intervention then.
If you think that'll help.
The Lord is always listening, George.
Can I talk?
Hello, Father.
Mr. Stobart,
I'm not sure.
I'll pray for...
If you think...
The Lord is...
Alright, so walk through his door.
The best place to find Henri's things was in his office.
Maybe I can get into like a hippie get out.
Some of the stuff must have been collecting dust since the 70s. Yeah, it was certainly nothing of any use. It was a battered sofa.
Oh, this thing.
It was a statue of Henri.
This necklace thing.
On the head of the statue was a pair of Henri's glasses. Maybe, just maybe, the glasses would make me look like Henri.
Alright, grab them. And I guess I can't look at the... what's it called? Necklace. Alright, let's get out of here. Put on the glasses.
It was the pair of glasses I'd taken from Henri's statue.
Put them on. Oh,
That
not
was
the painting.
almost a great idea. I've found Henri's glasses.
Stole or found? Never mind. That might just do it.
Alright.
Come on, everyone, into position. I want everyone to stand precisely where they were when the victim died.
Of course, besides myself.
This process is ridiculous.
God moves in mysterious ways, Father.
Indeed. And the devil makes work for idle hands, Mr. Stobart.
Shh! Stobart, you are supposed to be dead. Please be dead more quietly.
Alright.
I tried to tell Nave the truth about his bloodstain.
Didn't he believe you? You're a man of God.
His faith is in science, Mr. Stobart, not God.
Alright.
Father?
Will I live?
Yes, my son.
Oh?
Monsieur Stubble,
Yes, Inspector?
you are fiddling.
I just wanted to show Father Simeon.
Well, don't. You are supposed to be dead. The dead do not move.
What a
They do not
strange
talk.
section in
They
this game.
certainly do not fiddle. So, please, stay in character. Important science is occurring.
Nave wasn't going to let me show the priest anything, but that wouldn't stop me talking to him.
Surely I can show him the cockroach.
Told you to be still, stupid.
Sorry.
Stupid. Alright.
Do you think the machine will give the inspector some insight into Henri's murder?
He will find the answers he seeks, but he asks the wrong questions. This was no ordinary murder.
Yep.
Do you think Inspector Nave will ever figure this out?
I'm not sure, although I'm no expert.
Yeah, neither is he by the looks of it. Last time we met, you said the stolen painting was evil.
Let me explain. I'm a Dominican, Mr. Stobart. The Dominican order was founded to seek out and destroy heresy.
Okay.
Why?
Because heresy is evil.
Okay.
For 1,000 years we have fought against heresy. Indeed, our enemies gave us a nickname, the Hounds of God. Dominicanis, Dominican, you see?
Very clever.
Now this painting,
Oh, I get it.
Benedictio, is without doubt heretical.
Whoa, hold on. How can a painting be heretical?
Khan is like in
Because it is filled with
K9.
Gnostic imagery. And Gnostics are heretics.
What kind of imagery?
Evil imagery. The Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail. Images of false saints, heretical saints.
So you think the painting itself is evil?
It trails murder in its wake, Mr. Stobart.
And murder is police work, monsieur. Silence, please, both of you.
You keep talking about the Gnostics. Who are they?
They are a cult, a warped branch of Christianity that reveres Lucifer as equal to, or perhaps greater than, God.
I can see how that might trouble the Vatican.
The Vatican is the least of your worries. Please be quiet.
All right.
The Ouroboros. What exactly is it?
It is a Gnostic symbol. It marks something that is hidden. There are trees illustrated within the Ouroboros. They symbolize knowledge. So the Ouroboros alludes to hidden knowledge. The painting must be destroyed to stop this knowledge being revealed.
I see.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is the first set of results completed. Only 36 more to do. Please remain in position while we reset the machine. You may relax and talk amongst yourselves.
Who are these false saints?
Gnostic saints, not beatified by the Church. They question orthodoxy, lure the unwary down dark paths of forbidden knowledge, and condemn innocent souls to the fires of damnation.
You mean like a Black Sabbath album?
What? Can I show him the cockroach
Take a
now?
look at this, Father.
That is of no interest to me.
All right. Just say
Can
so.
I interest you in this cookie?
Not right now.
If you look closely, I think you can see the face of Jesus in it.
When the Lord chooses to appear in a biscuit, I can assure you it will not be a rich tea.
I need to try one of these rich tea cookies.
Take a look at this, Father.
That is of...
Take a look at this.
That is of...
Take a look at...
That is...
I'm checking all
Take a
these
look at this.
items. But he doesn't wanna see
Take
them.
a look at...
That is...
Take a look...
That is...
Wow, quicker.
Take a look at...
That is...
Take a look...
Alright, and last thing is the sketch.
Vade retro satana.
What's the matter?
It is worse than I thought.
What is it? It's just a sketch.
Not just a sketch. The painting.
I wondered if it was something I'd said.
I have to get out of here. Now.
Father Simeon, I forbid you to leave. This is an official investigation.
Music,
Don't you
please.
understand?
Calm down.
A great evil is upon us. The painting
And who is this?
evil. The heretical Gnostics in league with the devil himself.
The devil?
Don't you understand? The tabula veritatis, the tablet of truth. It is real.
Well, well, someone is upset. Pressing your witnesses a little too hard, Inspector Nave?
And
Is
you
this-
are?
Who is this guy?
This is official police business?
Richard Langham, Interpol, Serious Arts.
Interpol.
We
Sorry.
spoke on the phone, Inspector?
Ah, yes, sir. You didn't say you would be attending my crime scene.
What exactly is this machine, Inspector?
A little invention of mine, Monsieur Langham. It will compute whose blood this is on the floor, and...
Not to worry, Inspector. Perhaps you could move aside? I'm intrigued to see what you're up to.
Ah, of course. It is rather groundbreaking.
Pizza box. It looks like your suspect was a Hawaiian, Inspector.
A Hawaiian? Mon Dieu. Mo! Get on to the Hawaiian embassy straight away. There is a surf killer on the loose. Alert the airports and the surf shops.
Sorry, Inspector. I mean, Hawaiian pizza. You're Bloodstain is a pizza sauce.
Pizza? Moo! You fool!
Always the
Forget
move's
this
fault.
soft jobs. Get on to the Italian embassy. This has mafia written all over it.
Nah, Inspector, if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to your witnesses. And in the meantime, perhaps you should try and get your priest back. Madame Collard, Mr. Stobart, I assume.
How does he know us?
Can I buy you chaps a coffee?
Langham sounded a little more on the ball. Maybe he'd bring a dose of common sense to the case.
So, Inspector Nave brought me up to speed and told me about you guys.
I can guess what he said. But what's your interest in the robbery?
I've been tracking a gang of art thieves for some time, and this looked like a good lead.
Yeah?
But Nave is worse than useless. I was hoping you might be able to help.
We're flattered.
Just doing our jobs.
We all are, or at least trying to. So, maybe we can help each other. I gather you insured the exhibition.
That's right, and we're liable to lose a packet.
All right. Stop recording.
Any leads so far?
Maybe. There's a Russian guy called Madovsky who turns out to be the owner of the painting.
Madovsky?
You know him?
Oligarch, oil, art, aluminium. Ex-KGB. Very nasty.
What? Aluminium? What
You need to
does
be
that have to
careful.
do with anything?
Madovsky's dangerous. He kills anyone who gets in his way.
For a cop, Langham seemed okay. Trouble with doing
Okay.
deals with cops, there's usually a payback down the line. But I figured that'd be a price worth paying to bring down Madovsky. We found evidence that links Madovsky to the company that installed the security at the gallery.
Interesting.
And one of his men, a guy called Shears, was in Paris on the day of the robbery.
Really?
We also found a letter from someone called Gainan wanting to buy the painting from Madovsky.
Gainan? The name rings a bell? Did you find anything else about him?
No, we were in a hurry.
What about the priest?
Ah, the good Father Simeon. Well, something spooked him, that's for sure.
So I gather.
He kept saying La Maledizio was evil.
Perhaps he's right. It certainly caused evil, hasn't it? I'll take leads from anyone, Mr. Stobart, even a crazy priest. Let's keep in touch. Thank you for your help. Coffee's on me, or rather, on Interpol.
Wow, we're getting
Miss Carr,
backing.
Mr. Stobart.
Getting backing from the top dogs to drink our coffee.
So, George, what do you think?
Interesting. He seems to be on top of things.
I agree.
You know, Nico, this could start getting dangerous.
So
you
nothing
think
new for
Langham's
us.
right about Madovsky?
Well, he appears to be on the ball.
I thought he was cute.
Is he gonna get
He's
jealous now?
English, Nico. They're all cute to you.
Hidden depths, too.
Oh, yeah? What about my hidden depths?
You showed me those long ago, George. Well, I'm off home to write up the story so far. You?
I have to see a woman about a dog. A stuffed dog, that is.
You're
Wait,
talking
dog?
riddles again, George.
I need to pay Bijou another visit. She's not been completely honest with me.
But why the stuffed dog? Alright.
Bijou had told me she didn't have anything to do with the business. But Lane said the opposite. One of them was lying.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end it here. There we go. Just gonna make sure to remember. Check this last part. Before I start streaming next time. Just so I remember what he said. Save. How far are we now? We are 1/3 through the story. So how many streams? 2. So 4 more streams, I guess. And right, this game like quits completely. Yeah. Let me change this. All right. So yeah, I'll see you next time. I might stream something tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. If not, see you next week. Yeah, and have a great rest of the week then. Goodbye.